Good morning. Here is a very short screencast about Cloudlog.live. Over here on the right-hand side, we've got an event list. This is a live set of events coming from my cloud account in AWS. As you can see, new events are coming in all the time here at the top. They're flashing in blue to indicate that they're new, and they're also appearing down here on the timeline to show, as those events tick through, the number of events that are coming through in each bucket. That's all configurable. So here in the timeline settings, I can look at events from just the last few minutes or even just the last 30 seconds, or aggregate that to see maybe all the events over the course of a day. Um, Flicking back to the last 3 minutes, I've got it in a fairly fine granularity, 30 buckets, but if I wanted to look at a more coarse view, I can arrange that again with different settings. Similarly, there are settings that govern the event list that we've got here on the right-hand side. Things like I may not need to see the time if I'm not too worried about it, or if I've got events over multiple days, I might want to include the date. Coming in from multiple clouds, I might show the cloud. Similarly, if everything is coming in through the same service, I might choose to hide that information. Based on these events, there are two calculations we're doing. One is here on the left-hand side in this instance list. This is the set of currently active instances. They could be active as in they're running already, like this one's just dropped into state, or in the process of changing state. So this instance here is just shutting down, and in a second we're going to see an event come through that's going to show that shutdown process is complete and the instance has disappeared altogether. Some instances are isolated, some come with contingent resources. So here we've got a volume, which is the volume belonging to an instance. That's the hard disk, if you like, of the virtual machine. And as we see, volumes are appearing and instances are appearing, all currently within US West 2, which is the region that we're working in, and all under the AWS service EC2. I can reorganize those, so if I want to see services inside a region or regions inside the services, again, it's another config change. So hopefully that gives you a rough insight into Cloudlog.live. The final piece in the puzzle is what we can do with that information. Seeing this runtime information, this live information of these instances is only useful if we can make some sort of intelligent assessment of it. And that's what we're trying to do here with this projected cost. So it shows me, based on the instances I have running right now, this is the cost I'm going to incur at the end of the month. And as you can see, as new events drop in, this cost is changing. Not only the total amount, in this case, $6.91, but also the split between the different services. So I'm using some resources in AWS S3, I'm using some resources in AWS EC2, and as a result, the cost profile there is changing as I'm creating and destroying those resources. If I want to look at the time frame and see what it's going to cost over the year, sort of bring that to life a little bit. Similarly, if I want to bring it right down and understand exactly what this is going to cost on an hourly basis or a daily basis, I can get a shift from it there. So thanks very much for your time. If you've got any questions, please let me know in the comments.